Welcome back to Crystal Clear on the Roundtable. I'm AwestruckVox, and I want to talk about Lapis and Peridot. Of all the many status quo changing things in Reunited, one of the most exciting for me is the fact that Peridot and Lapis have officially been poofed. And while that's something new, they've been poofed before in the series. This is both their first times poofing after declaring themselves as crystal gems. And with their reformation, they will both assumably don stars on their outfits. Meaning, Lapis and Peridot will officially be full-fledged crystal gems. Now, I know Peridot has declared herself a crystal gem ever since the end of season 2, but she never really earned that moment. Yeah, she told off Yellow Diamond. Yes, she helped defeat a corrupted Jasper. But for both her and Lapis, it was actually standing alongside everyone else against Yellow and Blue that gave them that crowning moment, that allowed them to earn their stars. They put their lives on the line for Earth. But it doesn't just stop there. What also ascended them to full-time crystal gem status was the destruction of the barn, as Lapis made her badass dynamic entrance and hurdled it at Blue Diamond, something that we actually predicted would happen on the channel, and seeing it come to fruition was just, oh my god, I lost my mind, as many of you saw.
Yes! Lapis! Baby girl! Baby girl!
Something a lot of fans expressed their grievances with when it came to Lapis and Peridot was that cursed barn. Something that our friend Slice of Otaku actually talked about before, diagnosing Peridot and Lapis with barn syndrome. And it always felt as if the crew knew what they were doing by putting Peridot and Lapis in the barn, keeping them away from the action, keeping them away from the temple. And while there's something else I want to touch on in a separate video, I hope that in the upcoming season 6, we actually see more Peridot and Lapis, and that possibly, now that the barn is gone, please don't rebuild it. Similar to how Steven suggested putting the barn on the beach, Bismuth, who already offered to rebuild Steven's house, will actually expand the house to include her, Peridot, and Lapis. While I am afraid and just have a strong feeling from experience in the past that they're gonna put Bismuth back in her forge, that'll be her main place of hanging out to avoid showing her in episodes, I am all for the idea of expanding Steven's house to include Peridot, Lapis, and Bismuth. While it would be awesome to actually see them get their own gem rooms, deepening the lore by showing the creation of said gem room, Bismuth putting in the manual labor to include herself, Peridot, and Lapis would suffice as well. The barn was a narrative constraint for Peridot and Lapis, holding them back until they were ready to become full-fledged crystal gems. Now that they are ready, and now that we're at this point, hopefully we can return to crystal gem missions, with them included. Hopefully we can see Lapis actually interact with the crystal gems, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, because it seems as if they just kind of glossed over Lapis, getting over the fact Pearl willingly kept her inside of her gemstone for thousands of years, that the gems knew she was in there. And while I certainly don't want Lapis to hold a grudge, it's a conversation worth having on screen. Even if it's just for a minute or so, Lapis as a character and this whole entire arc she's had won't feel resolved or progressed until she actually takes a moment to talk, communicate. And Steven Universe has proven itself to be capable of showcasing hard-hitting moments such as that. As for Peridot, she desperately needs an arc of her own. While I imagined her encounter with Yellow Diamond would be some sort of dramatic, intense moment where Yellow Diamond remembers exactly what she said to her, Yellow Diamond simply opted to just say, yeah, no, I don't remember you, and poof Peridot, which was powerful because Peridot does have a habit of making moments all about her. And while I do believe Yellow Diamond actually did remember Peridot, she just chose not to give her the satisfaction of knowing that. I hope that Peridot will actually take some time to evaluate herself and realize not everything's about her, to address her own ego. That's something we even saw in Maid of Honor, with her line of, less importantly, who is this, after Peridot was the last one to hold her can, which she did so with telekinesis. Having that line so close to Peridot getting poofed tells me that the Crewniverse is at least considering it, that this is a strong character flaw that will be explored and developed. And if they do that, I'm all for it, 110%. So yeah, Peridot and Lapis both have a lot of maturing and growing up to do, and I think with the advent of them becoming crystal gems, we'll actually see it. And I'm beyond excited to see what the reformations will look like, although I really do hope Peridot doesn't get the star hair. I know a lot of people have been vouching for it, but honestly, I think the star hair would look a little bit goofy. It works for characters such as Lion when it's his main, but Peridot? Just keep it a triangle. Have her actual outfit change. But that's just my own personal opinion. I know a lot of people disagree with me. Speaking of Lapis, we'll talk about just how valuable and high ranking she is on Homeworld, because Blue Diamond had a very satisfying reaction to Lapis that I was looking out for quite a while that confirms the suspicions I had about high ranking gems on Homeworld. But for now, below. These are just my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours. What direction do you want to see the show take Peridot and Lapis? Let us know in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts really to me at AwestruckVox, or at the Roundtable on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Roundtable Vids. If you want to help the Roundtable girls, support us on Patreon. Get access to exclusive perks and have your name featured at the end of the video like all these beautiful, wonderful people. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and if you're new here, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications to stay in the loop with all things Steven. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. AwestruckVox, signing out.